Hello guys, it's Esty here, and I'm gonna be doing a story time for you guys because I've not been doing story times for a long time now. So yeah, enjoy. So let's start off with a school environment. So we have me, and I'm in science class, basically just minding my own business, chilling, listening to whatever the heck the teacher's saying. So then there's this one girl, we'll just call her Chocolate. So I got a chocolate, right? So every time I sit next to her, and by the way, Chocolate is a big pick-me, and everyone in my school knows that. So yes, so we got Chocolate. So every time I sit next to Chocolate, like, it's so uncomfortable for me, because like you can't tell the teacher like, oh, I don't want to sit as this person. It's gonna sound mean, like it's gonna sound really mean. So every time I sit next to that pick-me, she's always moving her chair away from me for some reason. So yeah, so like it's like she's trying to get away from a cockroach. Girl, I'm not a cockroach. So she's trying to get away from me, and then obviously I'm gonna try to move away from her, move next to my bestie. We're gonna call my bestie Caramel. Yeah, so we have Caramel now. Yeah, so on our table we're like a team. So I'm gonna name all the characters now so you can like get to know them. So there's Chocolate, the pick-me, there's me, the normal chilling person, and then there's my bestie, my only bestie. No, not my only bestie, like she's my friend. So we got my friend Caramel, and then we got this other dude called Cappuccino. I'm gonna call him Cappuccino. That's the only name I can think of. So then we have this other guy called let's name him Vanilla, because we got all the flavors here. So we've got our table named, and well, so now we're gonna start this story time very much from where we began, from where we stopped. So then I was moving towards my bestie Caramel. So yeah, we're like friends. Yeah, and then like Chocolate. So in science class, so away from that moving away topic. So our topic now is like doing this experiment where you need a Bunsen burner. If you know what that is, a Bunsen burner, we need that. So we're all setting up. I've got the Bunsen, Caramel's got the goggles, Chocolate is doing whatever the heck she's doing. I don't know what she's doing. So then the other two guys, Cappuccino and Vanilla, yep, they're doing what they're doing. So they're hanging out with all their friends while we get all the stuff. So yeah, so we get back onto the table and we start to set up our experiment. So the first thing we do is to set up the Bunsen burner usually. So I try to take like the rope from the Bunsen, the blue thingy, and I try to plug it into the tap, but then suddenly Vanilla appears out of nowhere and says, oh, let me do that, and then I let him do that because he didn't do anything. So I let him do that, and then when I came back, I saw the freaking rope. He was trying to force it into the tap, and he was like dragging it all the way so it covers the tap's mouth, the gas tap's mouth. So I was like, bro, what you doing to that rope? So then Vanilla was like, well, I'm plugging it full in. So I said, you don't need to plug it in, and he just ignores me. Yeah, so then like we did the experiment, blah blah blah. Vanilla just messes up the whole thing, started like touching liquids, like he doesn't even know. The teacher specifically warned us, do not touch those things, and he touches them and he shows it to his friends like, oh my god, I'm touching this thing, I need to go wash my hands. So he does that, and then like, oh my god, I was so annoyed right then. Like, he was so annoying, and like everyone found it funny. Like, bro, why are you finding it funny? He almost like, bro, like he could have hurt himself really bad, but instead everyone finds it funny. And so then like I was like really annoyed with everything. Like I hate that science lesson so bad. So then after the experiment that we all did, and we were tidying it up and everything. So this is quite sneaky. So cause I wanted to take out the rope that was forced into the gas tap smell by Vanilla. So I wanted to take it out, and it wasn't going out. Like, the rope was elastic. It wasn't like going out. It was like rubber. So yeah, so I sneaked to the teacher and I told the teacher, oops. So I snitched on Vanilla. I snitched on him. So yeah, I told the teacher, and then the teacher's like, okay, I'll talk to Vanilla. And then the teacher talked to Vanilla, and I was like looking at them. No one saw me snitch, so they didn't hear me either. So then, like, after everything, we tidied up everything, and like the teacher was just talking to some random kid, and he finished talking to Vanilla, talking to a random kid, because everyone was like in chaos. So he was talking to a random kid, and then everyone on our table, they were just chatting amongst themselves, and then suddenly Vanilla was like, who snitched on me? So I didn't say anything, because I was like, because they weren't gonna ask me, because like I'm not friends with them. Like, what? I'm not friends with them. I'm very quiet in class, because I'm not friends with them. So yeah. So then Vanilla's like, who snitched on me? And then he asked the prickly chocolate, because I know each other, chocolate. And then chocolate says, I didn't snitch on you. And then, I forgot to add one more character. There's one more character. This girl, her name, we're gonna put it as what about Ice Cube? Ice Cube, yeah. So Ice Cube says that she didn't snitch, that she just did. Ice Cube says she just snitched, because everyone started asking Ice Cube, like, did you snitch? And Ice Cube was like, no I didn't. And then Caramel, she was like, bro, why you all fighting? It's not even that deep. And then Vanilla was like, oh my god, did you snitch? And then Caramel was like, no, I didn't snitch, because like Caramel was sort of like in like a popular a popular area, sort of. So then like Vanilla's like, okay. And he didn't ask me, because I was just like looking around. Like, I didn't have, none of my friends were like in that class except Caramel. She's my slight friend. So yeah, I was like talking to Caramel and blah 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 blah. So then at the end of the lesson, I quietly tiptoed out of there, and they all went to break, and I went out of the classroom. I went through the corridors, I went downstairs, and then I just sat with my friends. No one knew about that incident of that snitchy thing. Like, no one knew. Only you guys know, by the way. So yeah, my friends, if any of you guys see this video, if you know who Vanilla might be, but you're not in my class, so if you know who Vanilla might be, then don't tell them that I snitched. Don't tell them. I might have told you guys, but don't tell Vanilla. Yeah, any of my friends that's watching this, don't tell Vanilla. Okay, bye.